Hey everybody, this is Dave Blair from the Simpit crew, and this was the Simpit Invitational for Forza Motorsport 7, and I'd like to thank Troy Tyner for coming out, Lonnie Jameson for coming out, and Tim Chitwood for coming out. So our first race was at Homestead in these Mercedes racing trucks. Yeah, I thought this would be a fun event, especially with that new game that just came out with the racing trucks. So we did several laps around here. Yeah, I mean, I think it would have been really fun if we'd have had a full group, but it was just the four of us. So it is what it is, and I'll cover some of the races that we did, but I had a good time, and I think everyone else had a good time too. But, you know, I get it. Not everybody's a Forza fan, so that's fine. So here's Tim Chitwood in his Binford truck. Big fan of Tim the Toolman Taylor, I guess. Oh, it goes wide there. Yeah, I don't know why these trucks don't get more love online. I don't think I've ever seen a lobby with these Mercedes racing trucks. You can see the new collision system where you can actually hit each other and bump and don't send anybody flying. I don't know, they've made a lot of improvements to this game. So here's a look on board with my camera. This is the view I was in. Yep, racing trucks, lots of fun. Now the next race we did were NASCAR at Daytona. And again, if we'd have had a full grid out here, it'd have been awesome. Somebody's smoking. I don't recall seeing that tire smoke in the game when we were out there racing, but this had a close finish actually at the end. This is the view that I was in. Now we're on board with Tim Chitwood. Yeah, these two were working together and starting to gain on me. It ended up being a pretty close 1-2-3 finish at the end. Now this is one of the new Indy Cars. The next race we did was Indy Cars at Indianapolis, and that was fun too. We also did a classic muscle car at Prague, but I did not get that one recorded, so that was my bad. Me and Tim had a slight touch here. In old Forza, that would have sent him flying into the wall. Yeah, so Indy Cars at Indy turned out to be pretty fun too. again, would have been better with a larger field. So our last race was the GT3 Cars at Spa. So our last race event was GT3 at Spa. We also had the new race regulations on, which they're not bad. I mean, they give you a penalty if you cut the track. But I could see, you know, like in the very first corner, I went a little wide to avoid somebody, and it detected that I went off track, but it didn't give me a penalty for whatever reason. I guess because there wasn't much gain because we were just started. But then Tim got us a half a second slowdown for his Eau Rouge off. But other than that, I thought it worked pretty good. So you got to do GT3 at Spa, right? Yeah, so then after this race, we jumped into a multiplayer hopper, and I unfortunately got dropped from the hopper for some reason. Internet problem, I guess. But yeah, this is where we called it a day. So, you know, we ended up doing the Mercedes race trucks at Homestead. We did the classic muscle cars at Prague, which I forgot to record, save the replay on. And then we did the NASCAR at Daytona. We did Indy Cars at Indianapolis, and then GT3 at Spa. So if you guys have Forza Motorsport 7 and didn't come out, that's what you missed. All right, thanks for watching.